We are doing this before the sun sets and before the neighbors' kids come playing outside. Also, if I'm speaking from my nose, that's just because I am speaking from my nose because my nose is still clogged. But anyways, for today's video, we are doing my yes, no, maybe so. I started this series on my channel a few months back, basically where I discuss with you guys, you know, brand new makeup releases that pretty much just released to the makeup world, letting you guys know if it's in my yes section, if it's something that I'm going to pick up, letting you guys know if it's something that I'm going to skip on, which is going to be in my no section, or letting you guys know if it's going to be in my maybe section. And that's where I'm pretty much indecisive. So that's where you guys come in, and I really appreciate your input. By the way, let me tell you why. Because when I did this video 2 weeks ago, I was really like kind of contemplating on the KKW Mrs. West makeup collection, and so many of you guys, like I would say 99.9% of you guys were like, no, don't get it, no. And there was my answer, honestly, like, because I was like, hey, I want to get it, leaning more towards yes, and then most of you guys said no, and I'm like, all right, that's it, I'm listening to you. So I just want to let you know that your input really makes a difference in my decision making, so keep that coming, please. The first product that's in my yes section is a definite must for me. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice Scented Long Lasting Makeup Spray. So I've spoken about the Urban Decay setting mist for ages now, I want to say. I think I've gone through 1 or 2 full-size bottles, a few deluxe size bottles. I find that makeup setting spray is amazing. Like literally it makes your makeup bulletproof. When I saw that they're going to be releasing this scent for the summertime, I'm like, yeah, I kind of need to get down with this. If it's as good as the regular, you know, makeup setting spray from Urban Decay, then we will have a winner, and hopefully it's gonna smell like delicious palm trees and we're gonna feel like we're on vacation 24/7, you know? Okay, moving on to something that is in my maybe section. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Alyssa Edwards palette. So this palette retails for 45 bucks, just like her other palettes. There are 14 shades that are included in here, and it's definitely more of like a louder, colorful palette. I was kind of surprised that this is in my maybe section, because usually with ABH palettes, I don't even think it's like, okay, she comes out with something, yes, my ass is on that, you know? But for some reason, sorry, it scratches here, my eyes are tearing as well, my ears are tearing, what? But for some reason, this palette just didn't speak to me. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's just because there's one colorful shade from each family, and usually when I go for a look, I need to have a few from each family. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's because when I look at it, I don't feel inspired. Maybe it's because, yeah, when I look at it, I just kind of feel like, what am I gonna do with this? And I don't like opening up palettes and being like, ugh, you know what I mean? I have a lot of colorful palettes that I open up and I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to do this. But with this palette, I'm like, I really just don't know where I'm gonna start or what I'm gonna do, and if I'm gonna even like the look, you know? And for 45 bucks, I mean, I don't think it's overly expensive, but I feel like so many other brands are coming out with beautiful, colorful palettes where I could see more of a story going on, and I would feel more confident purchasing that one, you know? But the reason why it's in my maybe section is because I am an ABH palette collector. You know what I'm saying? So the collector in me is dying to have this, and it's possible if I pick it up, I'll be totally wrong, and I'll be like, what were you thinking? Like, this is amazing. You know, you can create so many different looks. So that's why I'm still kind of indecisive about this one. Like, I could see myself using it, but then I can also see myself just not using it and feeling very uninspired. Let me know if you guys pick this up for yourself. Let me know if you're skipping out on it. I actually took a poll on Instagram, and to my surprise, actually, I saw a bunch of you guys said that you're going to be skipping out on it for now, and I would say maybe about 15% of you guys said you're picking it up. So I don't know, I thought that was kind of interesting. Maybe it's gonna be a DJ Maxx, who knows? Let me know. Okay, so the next thing I want to speak to you guys about is something that is in my no section, no category. And this is from Morphe. So this is called the Hotspot Artistry Palette, gonna retail for 24 bucks, which I actually think is priced pretty well. It's not overly priced at all. There are 35 shades that are included in here, and one second. Oh, it's gonna be an Ulta exclusive. So the reason why this is in my no section is because what I see in this palette is just 2 families. I see like a reddish orangey family, and I see like a green bluish family, you know, which is cool and fine. But for me, like knowing me very well, I like big palettes, but I have to be in a mood or in a zone to use a big palette. And then sometimes also, like, I don't get to use a bunch of the shades because some of them can be really similar, you know? I like the fact that there's like pinks, and there's different tones of pinks, blues, different tones of blues, so you can totally build up the shade in the crease, and this is the kind of palette that I would like, right? But a part of me kind of feels like all I see in here is honestly the watermelon palette. What is that, what it's called? The like new watermelon palette that ColourPop recently released, and then their like blue tone palette that they recently released. And if I had to choose one, I would totally go for those 9-pan palettes by ColourPop because I find them to be travel friendly, convenient, easy, simple, fast to use. I love the other 9-pan palettes that I have from them, so for me I'd rather spend my money on the ColourPop palettes. I mean, if I can get everything in the entire world, then give it to me, but I need to put my foot down somewhere, so that's why I'm just not gonna pick this up. Okay, moving on to the next product, which is an absolute freaking yes, no other words need to be said, honestly. This is the Too Faced Shake Your Pom Poms little mini eyeshadow palette. What the heck? What the hell? So cute. Honestly, I have to tell you guys, I'm loving the fact that a lot of brands are coming out with baby palettes with little color stories, especially ColourPop, because I find them to be really, really affordable. But I'm so getting this palette by Too Faced. I loved their little Tickled Peach palette that they released for holiday 2018. Their Sugar Cookie palette they released for holiday 2018 as well. And then this one is going to be part of the family, joining me and my family right over there. Basically, it's going to retail for 25 bucks. It basically says on the fly palette, rich neutrals in matte, shimmer, and pearl finishes. Smells like peaches and cream vacation dream mode. What? And for 25 bucks, I think it's actually priced pretty well for 8 different eyeshadows coming from Too Faced. You get the cutesy packaging, the great quality. I do have pretty good luck with their small palettes, so I think that I'm really going to enjoy this. I'm telling you, when I saw this release, like, it didn't release yet, but I'm saying when I saw the picture release, I was actually in LA, and I was like, oh my god, there's no way. Please continue to release more of these little babies. Thanks. Okay, moving on to something that is in my maybe section, and I definitely need your guys' opinion on this. So for what is it first? This is the Sephora Favorites Sun Kissed Glow little set. So basically in here we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products. I believe 2 are full sizes, and then there are 6 deluxe sizes that are included in here. Now, honestly, I'm not gonna be full of myself or anything, but I feel like I was the queen of these Sephora Favorites kits reviews. Like anytime any came out, like my ass was on it ASAP, you know? I love the value of these Sephora Favorite kits. I find that you get to try out a lot of different brands, a lot of high-end brands for a more affordable price tag. And if you were curious about something, it's just a great way to test it out if it's part of the set, right? The reason why this is in my maybe section, and the reason why my ass wasn't on an ASAP, was because I do own, I think, 3 or 4 products that are already included in here, and I found it to be interesting, but I didn't know how much use I would actually get out of the products. Now, I have purchased other Sephora Favorites kits in the past, and there were duplicates in there, and I was totally fine with it. I gifted it to someone. But I don't know, when it just came to this one, I don't even know what I was doing the day of release, and then like a few days passed, and I'm like, oh, am I getting it, am I not? So it was the kind of set that was just in the back of my mind, and I wasn't kind of like really on it. I don't know why, I just didn't feel majorly inspired by this. But I will say that there are times where you guys ask me like to review something specific, and I'm like, oh, you guys are so cute, like you trust my opinion, thank you. And so basically this was one of the sets that you guys tagged me in multiple times, and you're like, are you doing a review, are you doing a review? And I was like, yeah, I think so, yeah, I think so. And then time just went on, and I'm like, am I getting it, am I not? So now it's in my maybe section. Even though I do own 3 or 4 of the products, I'm sure I could still get use out of the other products that are included in here, and then maybe gift the other ones to a friend or something. So in this case, the ball's in your court. I'm not taking any responsibility on this. You guys are gonna have to tell me to get it or not. That's it. Book is closed. Wow, I would be so hardcore in a relationship. I'm really not though. The next thing that is in my maybe section is from Becca, and I'll tell you guys why specifically it's in my maybe section. You probably could guess. So this is the new Pearl Glow collection that Becca's gonna release. They're gonna be releasing an eyeshadow palette which includes 12 different shades, from what it seems like a highlighter, and then I believe 2 lip products. So not a massive collection, a collection that's more on the smaller side, which I think is pretty cute. I don't know what anything is going to retail for because I don't have the prices here, but the only reason this is in my maybe section is because I do not want to buy it for the full price tag. I have such a huge feeling that this is going to be at TJ Maxx at some point or another. Now I know it's more like a summer themed palette and a set, so maybe one would love to use it, you know, during this time, but for me, like, I don't really care to the most part. Usually I don't care. Like, I'll use anything anytime. Like, I'll wear a hot pink lipstick on a full day. But I kind of feel like with this set, like, if I'll use it in the summer, fine, but if not, it's not the biggest deal, and like, I would rather get it for like half off than pay full price tag, you know what I'm saying? So the only reason why it's in my maybe section for now is because I want it. It's beautiful. The collection is absolutely stunning. Becca knows how to do it with her collections, but I feel like lately every single collection they're releasing is just at TJ Maxx a few months later. Like, I spoke about the Chloe and Malika palette in my TJ Maxx predictions video a few months back, and it's on sale currently at Ulta. I can totally see it being at TJ Maxx next month. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to be wasteful with my money if I have like a 90% feeling it's going to be at TJ Maxx. So that's why it's in my maybe section. It is a beautiful collection, so we're still thinking. The USPS guy just said hi to me and I'm like, I can't see anything a foot away. Like, who's waving at me? The next product that I want to speak to you guys about is something that is in my no section. So this is from Lancome. This is the Monster Big maxi palette. So I think it's kind of cute. It's how much is it? It includes 12 different eyeshadows. It still doesn't state how much it's going to cost. I'm assuming probably in the $50 price range. You guys can see from the picture that it basically includes a nice amount of like burgundy-ish, a few orangey and more brownish shades. When I look at this, I really think of the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. Like, that's the vibe I get off it. For me personally, the Modern Renaissance was like my least favorite palette from like the bunch, which I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, what? That's my favorite. I feel like it looks so weird with those colors. I'm not really sure why, or maybe it's just me. But I'm not gonna pick this up just because I feel like it's probably gonna be pretty pricey. I honestly feel like it's even gonna be like 60 bucks. I feel like the packaging is gonna be a bit too bulky, and I don't see it as something that I can probably display on my shelves because it has more of like that slippery feel, so it's probably gonna fall. And then also the color story is cutesy and nice and neutral to an extent, and I'm sure a lot of people will get a lot of use out of it. But for me, I'm kind of like, I already have a palette that has this color story kind of going on, the Modern Renaissance. So if I specifically want to go for this kind of look, I know I have something, and I don't want to spend like 60-70 bucks on something that I think I'm going to use once a year. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that's going to be in my no section. Moving on to the final product that I definitely want to pick up. These are actually 4 little products. These are the new Hello Summer Fix Plus is from MAC. So I feel like this is super beyond trendy right now, you know? Like, so many brands are coming out with scented like mists, and I'm loving it. The pretty cool thing about these mists are they're going to have SPF 30, which is amazing. I love when brands incorporate SPF in their products that I'm putting on anyway, so like they include it in there. It's like so much easier, you know? Anyway, the 4 scents are peony, watermelon, white tea, and pineapple. I honestly don't even know which one I would want to choose. I think I'm just gonna get all of them because usually these small sizes are 10 bucks, and I think that they're gonna be releasing them in the smaller sizes, which I really like because it's great for traveling. I can see if I enjoy it, then I can just repurchase the same size over and over again. It can just fit anywhere. It's just, I love these babies, you know what I'm saying? I love small sizes. Anyways, I do really love the MAC Fix Plus in general. I finished a few of those in the past. I haven't used it in quite some time, but I'm really excited for these. On Trend Moods page, these have 70,000 likes, and I think that says something because people are really into this one. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Those are pretty much all the products that I wanted to speak to you guys about. Let me know what is in your yes section, what's in your no section, and what's in your maybe section. I would love to know. I'm also looking forward to hearing your comments on, you know, the maybe stuff that I spoke about, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.